This is me at 12 years old, giving a brief lesson about biblical tithes.
Today we're going to be discussing some of the things that we give away to the Kahanim or Levi.
But it's also the first educational video that I ever made and led to a chain of events which would lead all the way to this video and this channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is David, and here on Yiddishkeit, we talk about the experience of Jewishness. Recently, we released a video where I describe my experience as a Beis Hakisei boy, which is someone who needs to hide a part of themselves in the bathroom, both literally and symbolically. In that video, I played a brief moment from this video I made when I was 12, as well as looking at other videos I made during my time in yeshiva. But in this video, I want to take a deeper look at this moment when I was 12 years old. So here's what I want to do. I want to play a brief clip from the Beis Hakisei Boy video, which will give the backstory to what's going on here. I also want to go through some of the concepts which I mentioned in that video before playing the original in full. I have always loved movies. Growing up, my parents showed me a lot of Soviet films, one of which I mentioned, and they also showed me Jewish films that were popular in the early 2000s when I was growing up. And as I got a little older, I also saw some American movies like The Lion King and American Tail. But everything changed one day when I was around 8 years old, when I first learned about this program called Windows Movie Maker, which allowed you to make videos. I realized that I no longer have to just be a viewer of videos, but I can also be a video creator. At first, I would just make slideshows for family events or silly home videos, but my video creation would level up one day in 7th grade. One Friday, we were learning about this idea of Bekurim, Trumah, and Maiser, which, in case you don't know, are these ideas of tithes and other portions that a farmer would have to give to priests and Levites and other people during biblical times. Our rabbi told us to review all of this information since we would be having a quiz on it first thing Sunday. So after class, I went over to the rabbi and asked him how he would recommend studying for this quiz, since all of this information seemed very abstract to me. A few weeks earlier, there was a parent orientation night, and my father had mentioned to that rabbi that I had been experimenting with video creation. And so in response to my question, the rabbi said, "Why don't you just make a video about it?" To this day, I have no idea if he was just saying like a throwaway line or whether he actually saw something in me. But either way, I decided to take him seriously. I knew that I didn't want to just stand in front of the camera and talk about biblical tithes, because not only is that extremely boring, but it wouldn't actually help me remember any of that information. Instead, as I walked home, I created several characters to whom all of these laws would actually be relevant. There was, of course, the farmer, whose produce, the grapes, were in question. There was also the wise old priest, the Kohen. There was the super devout Levite, as well as the shy pauper, all of whom receive a portion of the fruits. And so when I came home, I informed my family about what I was about to do, and with the help of my sister, who recorded these sketches, I made my very first informational video.
Today we're going to be discussing some of the things that we give away to the Kahanim or Levi.
And so that Sunday, I walked into class and handed my rabbi a USB and said, "Here, I did what you said. I made a video." At first, the rabbi was in disbelief, but he promised that he would watch the video, and if he approved, he would show it to the class before we take the quiz. It's hard to describe that feeling that I had watching my classmates watch me on the screen. If I had to describe it, it was a mix between feeling really shy and super exhilarated. But that Sunday morning, something began. I realized that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to take complex information and present it in a way which was accessible to other people. So before I play for you the original video, there's a couple of concepts that I need to go through, which I mentioned in Hebrew in the original video. And I figured that instead of just writing long captions, I would just take a few minutes to explain it. And it all starts with the fact that there are a bunch of laws in the Bible that have to do with agriculture. The most basic thing you need to understand is that if you were a farmer in ancient Israel, then there was a certain amount of your crop yield that needed to be given to other people. And the three main people you need to know are the priests and Levites in the temple, the Kahanim and Leviim, as well as the poor people of that area. So as a farmer, you look at the total crop yield and then take about 2% and give that to the priests, the Kahanim. This is known as Trumah. And then you give another 10% to the Levites. This is known as Maiser, or in English, a tithe, which is related to the word for a tenth. But there's another 10% of the produce that is given on a schedule, which is known as the Shemitah cycle, which takes 7 years. The 7th year of that cycle is Shemitah itself, which is a sabbatical where you can't work the land or sell any of the produce. And so in the first, second, fourth, and fifth years of the Shemitah cycle, this second 10% needs to be taken to Jerusalem and eaten in the confines of the Old City. And in the third and sixth year of this cycle, this second 10% was given to the poor, who anyways have designated portions of each field where they can go and take some of the produce for themselves. All right, so you with me so far? Please make sure to be taking notes because there is a quiz on this Sunday morning. There's one final portion that also needs to be given each year, and this only applies to 7 species of produce that are considered to be unique to the land of Israel in Jewish tradition, known as the Shivas Haminim. And so every year, the first plant that grows in the season needs to be marked with a red string and then taken up to Jerusalem and given to the priests. And this is known as Bekurim, which means the firstborn of the produce. And there's a whole ceremony that needs to be done where it's waved and there's these certain passages from the Bible recited over it. It's with this topic that I open this video and then move into the other sections where I talk about Trumah and Maiser as well and the Shemitah cycle. So without further ado, here is 12-year-old me.
Hi, and welcome. Today we're going to be discussing some of the things that we give away to the Kahanim or Levi. First, let's start with Bekurim. The Beis Hakisei Boy tells us about mitzvah Bekurim, and the farmer brings his crop to the Beis Hamikdash and gives it to the Kohen. The farmer has to take the first... Wait a second. Why am I telling you this? Let's ask Farmer Pliny. Hey guys, my name is Farmer Pliny. Someone asked me to speak to you today about different stuff. So let's start with Bekurim. As you know, I own many different fields where I grow different stuff. But Bekurim only comes from the Shivas Haminim, like grapes. When the crop starts to grow, I tie a string around the first cluster that grows, so I know that that's the first one. When it ripens, I bring it to Yerushalayim and give it to the Kohen. The mitzvah Bekurim has 2 parts. One part is called Mevi, meaning bringing the Bekurim to the Beis Hamikdash. Second part is Kairi, reading the psukim for Bekurim, which starts with Arame Ovid Ovi. Now, you only do Mevi and Kairi from Shavuos till Sukkos. But starting Sukkos until Hanukkah, you only do the mitzvah of Mevi, but you can't do the mitzvah of Kairi. Yeah, I know. I also give Trumah or Trumah Gedolah to the Kohen. It has to be 1 out of 50. 1 out of 50 is actually the middle. You could give 1 out of 40, 1 out of 60, but really 1 out of 50. Yeah, I know. Farmer Pliny, he gives me his Bekurim and his Trumahs. And I also give my Rishon to the Levi. You see, when Farmer Pliny gives me the Maiser, I can't just take it. I have to give a tenth to the Kohen. This is called Maiser min Maiser, which is also known as Trumah's Maiser. Yeah, and this is my favorite one. On the first, second, fourth, and fifth year of the Shemitah cycle, I bring 1 out of 10 of my grapes to Yerushalayim. But wait, I don't like to eat so much grapes. It gives me hiccups. So what do? I can redeem the grapes for some money. And I could buy anything I want with this money, including grapes. And when I eat it, it's as if I'm eating the actual grapes from the Maiser Shani. Have you been wondering where did the third and sixth year go, the Shemitah cycle? As we know, the Shemitah cycle is 7 years, and Maiser Shani is the first, second, fourth, and fifth. Where did the third and sixth go? I'll tell you. Third and sixth year went to the poor people in town. Instead of me taking the food to Yerushalayim and eating it there, I give it to the poor people who don't have anything to eat. This is called Maiser. It's really nice of them planning to give me food every 3 years of the Shemitah cycle. It's really nice. It's a relief to know that I got to eat something every 3 years. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I'd like to thank David Ackerman for inviting me to be part of the presentation to help Jewish children learn about Bekurim and Trumah and Maiser. Okay, I gotta go. I have to go to Farmer Plony now. Bye, everybody.
I hope you enjoyed this little vignette into my past. As a side note, I actually have other videos that I made as a teenager in high school, particularly the parodies of pop songs that I made for Jewish holidays. So I'm curious if you'd be interested to see that as well. And if you think I should post it in a similar manner to this, where I kind of give a lot of context and then let the thing play out in full. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And in the meantime, if you haven't yet checked out the full video about my experience as a Beis Hakisei Boy, you can check it out here.